Welcome back to another Canon Quick Shot, a quick review of a non-comic book and superhero movie. Today I'm looking at Hitman's Bodyguard, starring Ryan Reynolds, Samuel Jackson, Deadpool, and Nick Fury themselves. So speaking of, the same thing kind of happened with me and the accountant. And I'm not going to get into that. But I thought going into the accountant, not that the character resembled Batman, but it was just would be weird coming off of seeing Ben Affleck play Batman to see him also doing another action type deal. And for me, when I watched the movie, it didn't ruin the movie, but it was like, oh, this is a little weird. And this actually felt a lot like Deadpool, I think because of the concept. But man, Ryan Reynolds really just plays Ryan Reynolds in all his movies. I'm starting to realize that. And this felt like Deadpool / Wade Wilson just in another movie without the costume. And I think they leaned into it a little bit. I swear some of the scenes, the violent scenes, were very Deadpool-esque. And it's not really a spoiler to the plot. There is a part in the movie where they very specifically put a dude that looks like Wolverine in there. I at first I'm like, I'm kind of making it up. That looks like a Wolverine jacket. But they stayed on the shot so long and they even cut his sideburns all weird. It was definitely an homage to Wolverine and Deadpool. So I think they leaned into the Deadpool factor of this movie. Anyway, this was basically about, it's pretty simple. A hitman that's going to testify against an evil dictator. And Ryan Reynolds has to be his bodyguard and get him to the trial alive. That's pretty much it. Now, this movie actually has a lot more to it. And I don't know if it's just me or the way I see movies, but every time they say, it's just a throwaway comedy, I see a lot more to it. I felt like they were trying to say a lot more with the dictator and kind of some emotional scene. I don't want to go into spoilers, but it's a really emotional flashback scene with the dictator and something he does and stuff like that. So you got the protest going. But then it's this whole concept of love between Ryan Reynolds, what he's trying to do, and what Samuel Jackson's trying to do. I just feel like they tried to get a little deeper at some points. Now, that was kind of a negative because this movie felt like it never committed to one way. And you hear that sometimes. Because you look at it, Ryan Reynolds, Samuel, Hitman's Bodyguard, that's a straight out hangover laugh type comedy. Man, there's way more action in it than jokes. Like, the jokes were good, it's what you expect. There was no laugh out loud moments where I was just dying laughing. So the comedy was not as much there for a comedy movie. But the action was cool, I guess. It's hard to buy Samuel as a master hitman. The thing I did like, though, is they really set it up as Ryan Reynolds' character is a planner. He's by the books. He really is meticulous. And not just saying it, his actions showed. So like I was saying, the actions showed that in the movie that he was more meticulous. And that Samuel Jackson was definitely more of a fly by the seat of his pants type guy. And again, before they even dialogued and said that, you knew that by the actions. And you saw the major contrast with them as people. Even though their professions are different, they were really just two different people. So there was a lot of good stuff in it. Nothing overly amazing. Like I said, I felt like they didn't commit to one thing, so it was just a bunch of average stuff in it. So I would say if you got extra time, it's a $5 Tuesday, or you want some cheap laughs, then I would go see it. But for me, it's probably a Redbox movie. I'm giving it a 73% out of 100. And yeah, so if you've seen it, go to the comment section, let me know what you thought. If you want to see it, go to the comment section, let me know what you are expecting of the movie. Thumbs up, subscribe, and if you heard it here, it's official canon.